Howdy people, I'm just out on a little ride. I wasn't planning to do any kind of vlog, if you want to call it that, or talk to the camera or actually record it for any purpose, but I'm using a new app for the first time, and I thought I would give you my impressions of it. So the app is called Calimoto. It's a form of a satnav app. Sorry, just listen to instructions there. It's not a standard, here's how to get from A to B in the quickest, easiest way possible. It's a motorbike specific app. So it's built for motorcyclists, probably by motorcyclists, I hope. So just listen to the instructions there. Its kind of purpose is to take you down the best roads. So it's not, yeah, like I said, it's not an A to B place. Although you will end up at your destination you choose. It doesn't completely give up on that philosophy. It's a free app, so it's free to download, and you get to choose one map for free. So in the UK, it's kind of broken down into maybe 4 or 6 regions. So I come on the east of England. It's a huge area, so for the time being I will not be purchasing any actual maps they sell unless you're kind of leaving your area, or perhaps if you're right on the border of 2 areas. So if I go over some of the features of the app, so it is a visual sat-nav. I haven't got it in front of me because I don't have any mounts for it. I have a headphone which is giving me verbal instructions, which is why I'm kind of pausing like a moron every 10 seconds, which is partly because I'm stupid and I need to think about what I'm going to say, and partly because she keeps talking at me. So yeah, so far I've been using it about an hour or so. I'm been pretty impressed. The verbal instructions leave something to be desired. For example, right at that junction there, perfect, it just told me to turn right. So turn right to me means actually change from one road onto another road via a junction. Sometimes it tells you the road name you're turning onto, sometimes it doesn't, which it would be better if you did it every time, because where there's 2 roads near each other, you don't actually know 100% what they are. It is obviously, it actually says in the gubbins on the actual app itself that it can be used just audibly, or used by audio only even. And it does work, it's just not, it's just a little bit flawed. Whereas I think, you know, proper sat-nav apps give you a lot more information about what roads you're turning down, distance to the road you're turning down. This does give you it's 0.4 miles turn left, which is okay. It's just not, you know, as good as some of the more expensive apps, but then I haven't paid for it, so is that really a fair criticism? Obviously I can't really judge the visual aids it gives you because I can't see them. I've obviously looked at them on my phone. They look fine, general sat-nav kind of stuff. If I find a picture, I might put one up. But that's only kind of half the story. So it's not meant as a functional day-to-day sat-nav. You wouldn't use this if you was going to work, for example, not unless you got up 7 hours early. The purpose of the sat-nav is to take you down the best route possible. So many sat-navs, I have a Garmin Zumo, has a curvy road feature, which on the Garmin I must say is actually very good. It's okay, it's taking me down some nice roads, it's taking me down some shitters. It's for some reason, curvy roads on there seem to think the scent through towns, which are very curvy, I grant you, but they're not the kind of place you actually want to ride down. This app so far in the past hour has taken me down some cracking roads. Some of them I'm sort of not that far from home, 30 miles or so. Okay, again here it's someone turn slight right. That is turn right. I'm on a different road now. And this isn't a particularly amazing road. It's not, I mean, it's not awful, it's not good either. Single lane roads aren't really the best on your motorbike. But overall I've actually been really impressed. I didn't really start talking when I started using this, which is when it seemed to give me the best kind of a really good route back from, I was in the kind of Braintree area, and decided to use it from there coming back to South Essex. So yeah, it works like a normal sat nav. If you pick a destination, click navigate, but yeah, just instead of giving you the direct route or the quick route, it will give you what it considers a nice route, and it's based on an algorithm that they built. And in my opinion, it works better than the Garmin one. I've never used the TomTom one. I understand that has a similar feature, and I've heard somebody say that it's actually better than the Garmin one, but that isn't massively hard. So yeah, ironically, as I'm look at the state of that, as I'm talking, it is taking me down the worst road it's done in the last hour or so. But yeah, overall it's been really good, and it definitely works better than the Garmin. It's definitely worth checking out. I mean, it's free to use. If you don't like it, delete the bastard. Oh, Bath. But it's avoided all towns, which I'm quite grateful for. Almost, anyway. I mean, it has taken me down the side of a town. That's fine. You know, South Essex is very heavily populated. You can't really go too far without hitting some kind of urbanisation. Anyway, come on, Mr. Lycra. There we go. Yeah, overall I would give it a pretty good rating. Definitely going to keep trying it. Another feature that it has. What the fuck are you doing? Let me just. Why do people do that? Get halfway in the middle of the road and just stop. Let me go. Thank you. So obviously, yeah, it has the straight destination go, and it will give you the best road it thinks of. It also lets you put via points, which again is nothing new in satnav technology. But again, it maintains the whole. It only does the kind of bendy roads option, which I think is what it calls it. Like this. Whee! Another feature it has is, which isn't overloaded in features, to be honest. It is quite a basic bit of software, but what it does well. It's kind of sole purpose, it does well. And that is, wherever you are, you can set, I've forgotten what they call it, but it's like a round trip feature. So you can set it for 50, 100 or 150. There might be more options than that. And it will just find a nice route, and you can keep pressing like regenerate, and it'll give you different routes if for whatever reason you don't like the first one. Which I haven't tried that function, but I mean it's all basically the same thing. It will just take you out on a big round trip. You can set the direction of the trip as well. So if, for example, you're on the edge of a town, you want to do a round trip, and you want to completely avoid going, you know, east into the town, you can just set the direction as west, and I just realised I've pointed the opposite way round to what I was saying. But you know what I mean. And you can point it to the opposite direction, and it will take you on a trip that way. So, for example, I live on the coast. I did see what happened if I put go south, which would be into the River Thames, and it just says fuck off or something. It obviously can't do that because they're yet to build an amphibious motorcycle. I'm still holding out hopes and dreams, but currently there is nothing on the cards. But yeah, so it's a good app. Try it if you get a chance. Let me know if there's any others. I mean, this is the first one I've gone onto. I sort of went onto Google Play, Google, whatever they call the fucking app store, Google, downloaded it. I didn't really see any others, specific motorbike ones. But yeah, I'm quite. I mean, this isn't something you'd use as your only app. It is very much a play app that you'd have, and maybe it'd be quite, it'd be really useful if you was in a town you didn't know on your bike and you thought, I want to go for a little ride. Didn't really know where to go. You'd select the round trip, 50 miles, and you'd go out for an hour or whatever. I think I just crushed a dead mouse. May have been a leaf, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good, all good. Need more motorcycle apps. There isn't really a lot there. There's a lot of games, but why would you play a game when you have a motorcycle? Really? Unless you're like a fair weather rider and only go out in the sunny weather, like me, sort of. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know how long I've rambled on for. Hopefully it's not too long. I do tend to bore people to death with the length of my video, so I'm just going to stop speaking right now before I really